Dawn from Honors. Today we're going to be working on tulip bulbs. What a beautiful little bulb that does such an amazing job of producing a beautiful flower. And I'm going to put stuff in containers today, so I have them ready for the spring. So I'm going to just take a 6-inch pot with drainage, and I'm going to plant my bulbs into this so that I can have it ready for the spring. But I want to tell you a little bit about the bulb. This bulb actually, the flat side is what's going to produce the leaf. So we're going to put that on the edge of the pot. So I start again with drainage in my container. So I'm only going to put soil halfway in it. That way I can place my bulbs. And the bulbs that I actually chose, it actually says for container gardening because it's only going to get 13 to 14 inches tall. That way my bulbs won't get too tall for my container and they won't flop over. So I'm going to place this bulb flat side against the wall of the pot, and I'm going to put 5 bulbs into this pot. There you go. And then I'm going to put soil over the top of this. Okay. So this actually is going to be ready for the winter now. I am going to give a little bit of water into the top of the soil. I'm not going to give a ton of water. And the reason why I also kind of space my bulbs evenly is that way if one bulb starts to rot, it won't hopefully rot the other bulb next to it, because they have a tendency to rot if they're too wet. That's why it's so important to have the drainage. So I'm going to store this now either in my cooler, or I can store this into my garage, because you need to keep between 40 to 50 degrees for 10 to 12 weeks. That way they have the dormant cycle, and when it starts getting a little bit warmer, say in March or so, you can bring them outside and let them come up naturally. So this actually is what I'm going to store inside my refrigerator or my garage. I am going to water it, put a little piece of newspaper over it, and store it. But then when I want, say in January, to bring some tulips out, I can start bringing these out to a warm room and some sunshine. They're going to come out. And this beautiful bright yellow, this blue and white container is going to look like $1,000,000. I'm going to start my second container, and I'm going to use this beautiful orange and yellow and hot pink mix of these hybrid tulips. Now this series is an 18 to 14 inch, so it's going to be a little bit taller. So I chose a bigger pot, and we have a wonderful tulip and daffodil selection here at Honors. So if you want to plant, it's a great time, and you can actually plant them outside anytime until the ground is frozen. So you have several more weeks that you can actually get tulips outside or daffodils outside. And I probably myself will be doing this. We're just mid-October right now, so we have several more weeks to plant. So my second container again has some drainage. I'm going to fill about halfway up with my potting mix. Again, I'm going to put the flat side of the bulb. I'm going to give them about 1 inch to 1.5 inches. That way the bulbs are not touching. Put a few in the center. Now I'm going to add some more soil. I'm going to cover them up, and then I'm going to do a second layer. Okay, now I'm going to finish it with my potting soil again. Okay, nice and smooth. So now I'm going to water this, and I'm going to put a sheet of newspaper over it. I'm going to slide it in my garage, and hopefully I'll have 10 to 12 weeks between 40 to 55 degrees. You can put this in an outside building also, long as that this doesn't freeze solid to freeze your bulbs. That's what the problem is if your bulbs don't come out. Or if it stays too wet, if your bulb rots, then it will not produce a beautiful bloom. So it's very simple, very easy to do. A little planning it really took me about 3 minutes to do this whole project, and you have instant gratification. Well, I sure hope you enjoy this video. If you like my videos, please subscribe to my channel, and I got a lot more to plant, so join me.